Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you welcome back to the Beat Up Plans. We return to our Crimson Chateau estate within the Darkest Dungeon. Currently in the courtyard. And I have to say, I am a little displeased about the length of these dungeons. I've said that before, but I'm going to repeat it here once more. A secret room. Into even a greater statement. The Crimson Court, the DLC itself is nice. It really is. It brings some extra tension with it, there's new enemies, I like the thematics around it. This is all good. But this is really a disadvantage, because I kind of hope to find some blood, but I don't. The fact of the matter is these dungeons are so crazy long that they take away my pleasure in Darkest Dungeon. It used to be a fast-paced, strong action game. Now, by the way, very tough team here, you have these missions that take hours of gameplay, and if you don't find the key or what have you don't even feel like you've accomplished much, or feel accomplished, if you will. One of the two. I'm not even sure what would be the best in English to use right there, but it feels like you're running around, and plainly due to the fact that the game did not give you blood, food, one of those two things, something to keep you going, you come out of this dungeon and you are ill-prepared, if you will, or ill-prepared. You are simply prepared and you haven't found the key, and then you're ill-prepared for the next mission. That's kind of what I want to state. But it's like, it's so crazy long, where it also makes no sense. Unless you're in Schönbrunn, and I'm sure there are a few other castles, but the courtyard isn't miles longer, and certainly not longer than, for instance, the wheel. Oh, great, and she passes. Which is supposed to represent the forest. Why they felt the need to make these dungeons so crazy long is beyond me. It is taking away from the pleasure of the game. It takes away from the root of the game. Where you can do a dungeon and then just perhaps go and eat or do something else in between. But now this takes forever. And of course, which I have done, I have done it so that I would go and do something else after a run here. But and you can't just go to desktop, but it feels like you've not accomplished much. And that is just pass again. Really? That's just brutal. To pass yet again. Yeah, it takes away from the pleasure of the game. And I think that is, if I may be so bold, bad design. There was no need to make it this ridiculous long. Oh, that? Okay, so the debuff applies, but the rest doesn't look great. Gibbering entourage, but you are in near death territory, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I have the feeling that this whole rant that I've given is now less strong than if I would have just focused and not had a fight here. But yeah, so, but you will do something. Awesome. You didn't stun him. Less awesome. Let's just get rid of him. And then we need to focus on him. Unfortunately, we didn't keep the two little guys, so that we had the major damage dealer still present, and then that happens. No, but these dungeons should not have been this long. It doesn't make sense thematically, and it is also plain silly to say, well, then you have to come back several weeks. That is fun, right? That is like a long quest that you're doing. No. This team can go on forever if I have enough blood or food, and then it's just like a simple RNG, will the game give me enough blood to go on type of thing, or what have you not. The length of the dungeon aids nothing, I'm afraid, to my feeling of the epicness of fighting the bosses or what have you not. Unfortunately, it does not, because It would if it is like a long dungeon, an extra long dungeon, but it's not an extra long dungeon, it's an extra long dungeon. It has gone beyond what is sane. So, I'm gonna stop here, but I do think, I did feel the need to put that out there once, so that, I mean, a lot of people love this game, and you should, well, not that you should love this game, but rightfully so they love this game. There are a lot of good things about this game. But it also should be said sometimes, there are actually things that aren't... Again? Annoying. That are not, like, without its flaws. And if you never give any, at least, so we are raised here in the Netherlands, and so this is how I feel. If you never tell anyone any comment about, hey, perhaps you can do this or that, the other person also would never improve, because they would only think out of their own little box of reasoning, and that is not going to help them either. So, yeah. But then again, I know that like only 3 people unfortunately watch this series at this current moment. Unless there are certain episodes weekend bosses, because it's just that way that it is. Because it is so freaking way too long, people stop watching because it's getting boring. Certainly with a team that just, yeah, people that watch the series, they know I won't go far. You have to love the excitement of the death's door and things and the crazy stuff that goes on, that you go like, ah, why? For that you can watch the series, but if you're not into that crazy hearing me go bunkers over things that go wrong, well, then this series doesn't give you the fast-paced action that it used to, and then I can understand that you're not that keen anymore to watch. That is awesome that we find that.
But a victory nonetheless.
And are we going to sit here again? Not sure if this is worth it. We have the buffs already. I'm actually going to say no to this. I don't think we even need it. We just need blood. If we want to continue walking, we need blood. I was just about to throw this away, but I don't know. No, those things only give it... that doesn't matter. I assume there's a key in here. Yes, it is. The yellow key of guilt. Can pure regret make the way clear to proceed? I don't know. I assume that what I called green here is probably yellow. Alright. Well, we will get the secret room, so we will free somebody. Ooh. We have a very high... That took a moment before she disappeared. We got a very high... Hellion. Oh, and now we just threw away these guys. Alright, that's unfortunate. Because I need to find blood very, very soon. Because as soon as she goes to wasting, I'm out of here. I'm not gonna lose Bloody Mary over the fact that I just didn't get any blood. And unfortunately, those fights normally do. That just gives normal food. I am well... That is also not blood. Actually, could that give blood if you just do like this?
Glittering gold.
Yes!
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Well, at least we can do this. And if we take one along, we can go a little further. Too bad I didn't realize that first. Should have realized that. I value now the blood even more than the money in order to continue on. Because we currently have 2,500, 7,500, that's again about 5,000, so there's 12,500, 152 to 25, 7,000, so that's 9,750, 13,000, we have more or less got 3/4 of what we put into these characters to level them up is now down here. That's our rewards over here. I know there's a lot of money here, but we need the food to normally walk. We need the blood, should any one of them get craving. So the question is, do I want the crests over the money? I don't think the answer is yes. I will go with like this. That was very good. If I had known that sooner, I would have definitely made use of that. I think we're just gonna go down the room. I clicked on it and then it went away. That was awkward. If I'd known that sooner, I would have perhaps complained just a wee little less, but also made use of that a little faster. That's unfortunate. Alright, that makes him the main target along with her. Because I don't want gibbering entourage. Protecting one is annoying, but protecting the whole group is even worse. What? Interesting that some... What? Plus 67% stress. Whoa! That is a hell of a debuff.
Compassion is a rarity.
That's a hell of a debuff. Accuracy, accuracy. He's the only one with the stress debuff. Doesn't like land like 2 debuffs? That Careless Whispers. Or was it another debuff I got from somewhere else that I didn't notice? That is really good because I want her out. He's not as problematic. Not a problem where she landed. That's nice. Get him on full health. And a crit here as well for some more stress relief. That is really good. We just have to try and survive the horror. That is basically what it comes down to. Survive the horror. Do I want to exsanguinate? Yeah, let's do it. If he does the first, it will not be a problem, but at least we will start with trickling down a little bit. Okay, so the stress issues are now almost taken care of, the horror. That is too fast. It's so many times that they want blood. These are the neediest vampires in the world. I mean, by the stories that I have been told and seen, vampires crave blood at least when they use their powers and what have you not. Oh, that's unfortunate because I think we still had that debuff. Yeah, we did. But these guys just crave blood every 10 minutes or so. If vampires really were that needy of blood, I can tell you that they would not survive very long, because then the amount of blood in the whole world wouldn't satisfy all their needs, so... Seems a little silly. You're nearly dead. As are you, so we need to start taking care of business. Not a problem. We've seen that before. This is the last attack, unless this first hits. And of course it hits for 20. But I just heal for 28. Alright. That was too hard. but 2 blood.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
A little too stressed out of this fight, to be honest. Alright. And which health level are you? Too fast. 22 of 40. That is over the half. That's unfortunate. You won't be able to use your powerful ability. Now he is craving. I will wait with it until we meet up in a fight, because otherwise I have the feeling we're wasting it. You're not getting any of my precious blood. That's also what this does. This DLC makes you an ass. No, I will not give you any of my blood, you beggar. Only I am worthy of the blood. Now we know that there's... Oh, that's a Securio. Okay. Well, let's get some more blood. What terrible fortune. Alright. So that's not always good if you try it. Then we were just extremely fortunate that we got what we got from that event. Try again. But who has the highest disease resistance? 30% only. 55. It's pretty strong. 30. And 30. So, you are the best. Loot in the broken glass. Perfect. We already discussed the money thing. And we're definitely not gonna throw away the key. So, hi. We're through, folks. We're through the yellow door. Oh, this is gonna be an alligator fight, isn't it? Do I want to give food? I have no way to gain food, so I think I'm not gonna do it. Because I got no more herbs. Oh no, it's not. It's crates again. That didn't succeed. Alright. What a group to fight. The front, please. Wow, a stun succeeded. Okay, so he is dead. That allows for the strongest abilities of the flagellant to appear. And she protects the stunned guy. Indirectly, because she gives him protections. That's what I mean to say by that. Protections be damned. Take a really strong bleed there, thank you. That's a little too much stress. That is lucky, because now he's not in the best position for him, I think. First numbers advantage, then we'll take care of the stress. Only at maximum damage. Higher stun resistance, but... Oh, yeah, of course, but then it lands on him. I'm an idiot. Sorry. And just hit him like that, and he should be dead. There we go. 2 only left. Time to stress heal. Time to recover from this. Actually, mainly this lady that did that. Mind your manners, marked. Yeah, well, I say no to that mark. Let's de-stress here a little. I'm glad we found a little bit of blood. Otherwise, this run would have gone over. And then I still would like to tell you that my whole rant at the beginning, I still hold true. That these dungeons are just really, really freaking long, up to the point that I think it is actually a detriment to the game and not a benefit. Oh, here are these -5 accuracy. Accuracy, yeah, there's only accuracy debuff, the Careless Whispers, not the stress. I don't know, I wonder where I get the heck that super strong de-stress buff from. And if she does that, I am a-okay with it. No, I'm not gonna give you the blood. Not yet. That's absolutely fine. That's only just a wee little bit of stress. And here you can see that his ability to take over Blights and Bleeds is not just good to take over Blights and Bleeds to prevent Death's Door triggers, which is amazing. But just trying to let people target him with all those buffs, protection buffs in place, is a good thing. It's not always bad to mark yourself. He has so many resistances that their damage output is incredibly minor, and thus we can heal other stuff while we recover from all the other things that have befallen us. You know what? In order to do that a little bit more, I will take the protections buff just right now. I know he could de-stress there a little, but we'll do it like this. And I don't think we need to run Valak. You just got over 50 stress probably. Yep. But we are fine. We are fine, Valak. It's 2 against 4. We have several healers, which is among you, by the way. Among which is you, by the way, I should say. And we have several stress healers, so just listen to the nice doggy cry and look at that beautiful banner. Isn't that so beautiful that it just takes away all your stress? Lights even up in the darkness. Could almost be good for a rave party. That neon light. No. Take over the mark, take over the bleed. There we go. Now, so mainly only Valak is a little stressed. That's the only thing here that's happening. And we do need to focus on getting him a lot less stressed because it's getting a little ridiculous. I even think we'll need to start hitting things. I don't know. I'm not even sure what came out of my mouth there. Renewed appetite. They keep really strong on him. 60%. You know what? We don't need to particularly heal right now, so give just a little stun here. So that we can focus on getting Valak a little bit more in order. Oh, that's a dodge. That is a complete fill on that side. Try and stun here. Nice. A little bit of spread out stress is not bad. You still have a bleed. You will die this turn, so we'll need to focus on the little mosquito in the back. But in the meantime, we did actually take care of a few things, and of course, bombing run. But that was prevented, which is amazing. So she will die, so you will need to die. And you have now a deadly bleed on you. So unless a first hits, we should be fine. And there, a lot of the stress is gone. And with that crit, even more stress gone.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
4 blood. I'm amazed at the renewed input into our, as I coin it, blood economy. Whoa! Okay, that is an interesting group. I can actually give quite a bit of stress to these guys. This is interesting because now that... Whoa! Is this a scriptured battle? Is he... They've all given each other invaluable servitude. And have all of them have now additional protections. That's neither scriptured the way that fight went down. Oh, that's unfortunate. This guy is the weak one, and of course he goes first so that he can do the first, which is really annoying because he was really low, and now he isn't. That's going to stress out the rest a little bit. But that's the end of him. You have plus 67% stress. Where the heck does this debuff come from? That's their attack. This one is that part of their attack. Okay, this they all do exactly the same. That seems 134 stress. What? No, okay. I'm missing every bloody stun opportunity here. Mark you, because in that case they might target you and you don't have that debuff. That is a good bleed. Yeah, like this. Perfect. Because that stress, you can handle it. The fact that you got stunned is really annoying though, but still. And now we will have only 2 versus 4, so we may be able to get back from this fight, but that was interesting for sure. Again, they do exactly the same moves. Which is major stress attacks right now, because this seems scriptured. Perhaps I'm wrong, but this seems scriptured. Is this then the fight before the boss or something that they want to have like, yeah, this is where they really, really need to have a total amount of stress or what have you not. Could be it. I wouldn't be totally against that, to be honest, but this is crazy I'm doing it, but I do want to have... Yeah, I don't want this fight to end just yet, so... We're just going to have to live through that incredible debuff. For the moment. There we go. Nice dodge. They both did not go for the guy that was marked. However, saying such things, because he also has plus 67% stress, does not help. Yeah, our 2 guys in the middle need some love here. Don't you worry, Valak, I am taking care of you. As well as Rav, after a character of one of my real-life friends who's currently in Australia. There we go. And this should be the last round that you have a debuff. Yep, that is indeed true. So, let's start hitting you guys. As you wish. I mean, I want to hit both of you so that we can have you more or less killed at the same moment. That's unfortunate. Mainly for the stress that it gave. unfortunately resisted the stun. How strong is that bleed? Not crazy strong. Still going to take it over though. Nice dodge, thank you very much. That's kind of welcome. Double crit heal for some extra stress relief. Don't mind if I do. Because 5 is quite doable, and there one of them is dead. Allowing us to smack him in the face. And he will die. So... you didn't want to take the heal, alright. We leave out here with just a wee little bit of stress.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I do believe, well, I don't believe, but I hope we can stack it up just a little higher than the money. It's a chance, and it's only 500 gold less right now, so I think that's a good idea. And a blockage and a really far path. Ooh. Possible chance for more blood. And we have 2 people craving right now. Oh, disease. Tippler, I think that's that you in town will only drink. Does that even work on the flagellant? Because normally he only go... no, he doesn't only go 2. But he gets extra stress relief from going to the flagellant or whatever. It's not the flagellant at all, but don't think that's the proper name for it. But I'm sure you know what I mean. It's in the... there's food again, which we don't need. We have enough food. What did we drop? Why did we lose a gem? We lost the gem that we took here, the ruby. What the hell just happened? What? Didn't we have the stack to the max? Well, that was unfortunate. Nope. That's weird, this goes all the way back there. Oh, let's see. That's food. We don't need food. Alright. Seeing you already have the negative quirk of it, Valak.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Whoa! That is an enemy party. Oh no, resisted. Still, damage, damage, damage. And of course he does invaluable servitude on the one guy we've damaged. Then we're gonna go for guy number 3. What is the bloody crit modifier on that thing? These guys do so much damage. I don't dare and use this, but apparently I'm going to have to because the Crusader doesn't want to take it. And luckily it lands. Oh. We're going to take so much damage here. Hopefully, the Flagellant will be able to keep up with heals. So many bleeds as well. Whoa! Is that Death's Door already? Yeah.
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Please! Don't constantly protect the one person I can do something against. Oh! Alright. That's that. Nice, that's a crit. That is really nice. I can't hit this guy now, unfortunately. I'm gonna go for the second guy, simply because the Crusader can also hit that. That's such a low hit. Double stun resistance, really good. Wow. 12 damage per round in bleeding for the Crusader. I hit the wrong thing. Darn it. That's a dodge. So what the Vestal just did was cancellation of one bleed round, not even the damage that they did. Hit him, another subterranean skewer, another bleed. This is getting ridiculous. We need numbers advantage. Voila, heal again to the maximum. That's all our Flagellant is doing right now. There's a good chance I will kill him. I need a numbers advantage. Hit it. Okay, that is one at least gone. And he heals the guy with the lowest hit points. I'm not sure if I am dismayed by that or that I'm like, well, you know what? Then we'll take just the guy down with the biggest thing, and then whenever we need to kill him, he will be easy to kill. Oh no, please! Because his action's still coming up. He's gonna get a... Ooh! I don't dare and fail the check, so I'm not going to try and bleed out a corpse or what have you not, so we'll do this. We have so much bleed per round. And we definitely have a lot of stress, which we also have to deal with. Dodged it. Ah! A chance to steel ourselves against the coming horrors. Alright. Stress relief is now going to be applied here. Yes, indeed, you bleed. That is correct. I just realized, of course, a corpse has no way to not be hit, so... And it still heals me. Ooh, that is pretty nice to get a stress relief of that. Stun him. Yeah! In order just to prevent a few things from occurring, well, possible things that can occur, like the stress... resolve check of Valak over here. Gonna try and get you all the way back to maximum, Valak. Okay, you would take this bleed over because this is getting silly. No! No, you will... You idiot! Who is...
The blood quickens.
Arthur! You are an idiot. You really shouldn't let that bleed taken over. Then Valak can do so much stronger things, and our party will therefore be served. There we go. You now have a bleed. Ooh. There we go. That's fine. You may smell it, but the first thing you're going to do is heal yourself. And it's still nice that this party also can handle some rearrangement of the party itself. So there are so many things I like about this group. I really, really do. Even the Crusader, he can go into third position and still use a rallying cry. He has now so many protections thanks to all the things that he just did. There we go. Maximum health for everybody. So that we can go and try for a stun again. Did not succeed, but... And we just survived 3 Chevaliers. Champion level. I'm A-okay with that. Hint. Our stress is now so low that we need to start considering that. Okay, stress relief. Which means you are the primary target for stress relief. And we're doing really well now regarding that. That does more stress than I anticipate every time that hits. Which is really weird, but I keep forgetting how much that does at this current level. Here, he's about to die. But that does good things for relieving that. Oh, the damage. But I like the fact that we got no stuns, no nothing. So, and he's really slow, so we should be able to, yep, get some good heals in before we need to do something weird. I doubt that the Crusader will go before, but that only gave me a craving trigger. Well, that's annoying. And then he says, I must have the blood, I must have the blood. So, in short, that attempt at not getting extra damage actually caused extra issues. We have 1 additional round, so we're going to make use of that 1 additional round. And now we can hit and kill. There we go. That was really weird with this stacking, but we now have 2 of these, so that's already worth more than the gold that we had. But we will have to give a blood out here. Unfortunately, we didn't find any blood. So that is annoying. That's food. We don't need food. Oh, it didn't actually summon a group for some reason. Another secret door. But we only have 1 place in the roster, so I don't think I need to go there right now. Besides, that's a lot of backtracking that I'm not sure if it's useful at all. Too bad I can't reach you. So if I can't reach you, I would like these 2 to survive. So I'm going to hit the guy that can protect people. Well, luckily we still have the Crusader left. And you can start hitting him in the back. Did not expect a double dodge versus our attacks. Or the Houndmaster to move forward too. That is also pretty bad. Because the Houndmaster can't do much from here, so move forward. Unless he has other skills, then you see me dodge tank with him, for instance, and that works pretty darn well, but that's the third dodge of this little guy. And now he's gonna heal himself up. So a lot of our rounds were now effectively useless. Because we also had to move him back. Oh yeah, he's marked. Didn't even realize that. Take a big blow, and that's still not enough to get you killed, so... Bop. There we go. Bombing run, that is bad, because he's probably also going to try some terrain skewer or what have you not on him. So please take this mark over. I know that he's not bleeding and the Vestal is, but I need that mark to get going. The Vestal's really great in this zone. And this will be the last fight of this episode. And then it will apparently mean that we will have to go for more than 1 week of videos in the same dungeon. I should have actually marked myself and given some protections, but that is just the utter silliness that is occurring at the moment. And I'm even making extra long episodes in order to try and prevent such silliness from occurring, but I can't, for the life of me, prevent this type of silliness to occur. Man, that's... Oh, you still have an incredible amount of stress gain debuff. Alright. He is bleeding now. I will mark myself and get some protections up. Nice double dodge, we could use that. Hey, you thought we were low? Nope. We just got really strong again. Possibly actually should have done that on the Vestal. Instead of what we did now. Well, you're still really stressed, so...
War can be healed, but never hidden.
Take that. And hopefully you can take out the Chevalier on your next turn. Because that is definitely their main source of damage. Unfortunately, you did not take him out, but now the Flagellant can hit him, and voila.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Indeed it is, Wayne. I don't see these enemies giving me any form of relief or pity or mercy or any other word that is good and holy. But then again, we have holy people here, or at least a few of them. Because don't forget that we had apparently the protections buff from the Vestal camp.
Sedated.
Currently, we have Stew Shovel still that we can use. Alright. Just curious about that. Get yourself some protections as well. Take over the mark. Allows us also to have the stress a little bit spread out, which is good in this case because we have the Houndmaster. When you have a Jester, or only just a Crusader, you do want all the stress from one person because then you can stress heal efficiently. But when you have a Houndmaster and you can have stress heal across the group, and he gives stress because he is really craving blood, then you do want it a little spread out. Okay, so time to start hitting things. Nice. Again, nice. Stress is really low. We hold the power of the blood, but we had no stress, so that was a wasted demonstration of your supposed power, Mr. Vampire. I have seen better. You could check out my Vampire the Masquerade and Redemption videos, as well as the Final Nights and what other mod did I use? Because that was not just Vampire the Masquerade I played with another mod. Camarilla... No, darn it. I'm so sorry, because that mod was good. It was a good mod, and I have forgotten how it's called, and then I find myself there for a little bit ashamed. Alright. We have kind of full stacks. This is all working out. We only have found one special trinket of Voyage, only the vial of sand, which I really don't even like personally. But it's the end of the video again. We've gone on for more than 15 minutes. I need to stop. And there's a battle over here as well. So we're going to have to check it out later. So yeah, thank you for watching. And remember, great peril yields great beauty.